Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sylvia, the owner of CsylvicCraft. Today I'll be showing us how to make the set you saw earlier. Here is the bracelet. This I use elastic band for it, and when you get to where they sell bead materials, you just ask them for any elastic fishing line or any one you can get. There's the color here is brown, and it has different colors. And if you also want to buy the one that looks like a fishing line or elastic, you can go ahead and get that. It will serve the same purpose. So this is the bracelet I made, and this for a client. And here, and this you can make the earring the way you want it, but the client in this design said that the client that owns this design says she wants simple and short earrings. She doesn't want anything long, so I figured out doing it this way. And this here I used a 12 beaded ball, and with this 10 mm and a 6 mm here, then with 2 mm, then the stopper here, the one I use at the tail. So this is what I have, and this is your earring, the one how I made it. So this is how I made the earring, very simple. So this time I'm going to show you how to make the necklace. So for the necklace I have my hook like this. Then I have my 6 mm. I just have 4 of it. Then I have 10 mm for the neck. Then this I have 6 mm gold here. And this gold is to make the design. And I have, the way you make this is just to cut out a fishing line. I am using 0.30 fishing line. I'm not using needle at this point. And I have my cutter and flat nose plier in case of necessity. And so now, if you cut out the way you make this bows here, this designs here, you just pick 7 gold, like I have it here. I have gold 6 mm. Pick 7 of it, and 7 gold, you drop it and you tie to form a circle. That's all. Then you cut it out. Make sure neatly so that it will not inch the person wearing it. If you don't cut it well, if it's not smooth, that will be a concern for the person you will make this for. So 7 of it like this. Then I will tie it 3 times. Once I tie 3 times, then I will cut out. Make sure it's very tight and strong, like this. Tie this the way you know you tie it to be strong. So at this point, I'll make use of my cutter. Then I'll cut. Remember, this tutorial for those just starting beading newly, you will enjoy watching this because this is so simple. And if you do this will give you more courage to go into the other ones. This, you cut it out. And so here I have it. So the same way I made everything you're seeing here. So I have 12 of this design. Now, so what I do at this point is to cut a fishing line. Remember, I said I'm working with 30 fishing line. I'm using 30. Normally, you can decide to use fishing line 0.50 because you're working with 10 mm. But I tend to work with 30 fishing line, 0.30. And in this case, I'm going to fold it into 2. So if I fold it into 2, it will still give me 60.60 fishing line. So that's what I'm using now. I'm folding it into 2. Then I'm going to take my fishing line and pass it through my hook like this. Remember, I folded it this way. Then I'm going to pass it through this folded place. Remember the same fishing line. Then I will drag it. When I drag it, it will give me the shape. It will tie itself here, like this. Remember. Then at this point, I can decide to leave it or tie it again. Then if I want to tie it again, I'll just have to pass the fishing line through it like this. I pass my fishing line through the same hook. This time I'm going to tie it. I want to make it strong and tight. Then I'll take it out like this, then pass it through this other side like this. When you take it out, it will tie. You make a loop and you tie it like this. So I have it tied this way. This is what I have now. So the next thing to do, I'll start picking the 10 mm. I'll start picking 10 mm. Remember, your fishing line should be equal. One shouldn't be longer than the other. Then I'm going to pick about 12 10 mm. But before picking 12 10 mm, I'm going to pick 6 mm, 2 of it, and to slide it down. I'm going to pick 2 6 mm, then slide it down. Remember, the same thing I do to this side, the same thing I will do to the other end. Then I'll start picking 10 mm. I'll pick about 10 to 12 of it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So at this point, this is what I have. I have 10, so I'll make it, I'll add more 3 to it because I'm looking at it. Remember, this should go around someone's neck. So, like I said earlier, I'm making this for a client. So this is what I have now. I have this. So the next thing I will do, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So I'm going to drop one of this here. One of this circle I made with gold. Drop it. Then I'll pick one. I want this to be at the middle. Remember, you can decide to do it anyhow you want it. If you want to put gold and 2 10 mm, you can do that. Whichever way you want it. But I want it to be together like this, just the design to be very close. That's why I'm putting it one before this. We'll put one. One with gold. Remember, I have 12 components of that, so I'm going to put the 12. The 12 I'm going to use, so it will be the middle of this necklace. Like this. Then I'll put this one like this. This. You will like this. This is so simple and gorgeous. It's just when you wear it, you can make it. This is a perfect gift for this Christmas season. You can make it and give it as a gift. Christmas gift, remember. So it's just so simple and classy. This. So you can also decide to reduce it, whether you want 12 or not. You can decide what you want, the gold, how many you want to make it, and how you want your design to be. You have your choice to make. At this point, your agency is required. And what your client wants as well. So, So this is the last one I'm putting now. This is the last one I have here. So the next thing, the same thing I put here now. Now I have the last one attached. This will not be included. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I'll put another 14 here. Remember, I'll have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So another 14 will go now before the 2 6mm. Then I'll attach it to the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, then the 2 6mm. 1, 2. So it's like it's tangling this way. So I have to pass it back to correct it. So at this point I have it here. I had to change this to instead of 14 and 10 mm, I made this 16 10 mm here, the same 16, but I found out that it wasn't going the neck, it wasn't going around my neck. So this for what I have here, I have 16 this way, 16 this way, and the design at the middle, and the 2 6mm. So at this point, I'm going to pass my fishing line through the hook and tie it. That's all for this design. It's so simple to make. It's not something you stress your mind on how to do it. Like this, you just tie. What I'm doing, just hold it firm like this. Put your fishing line through this way, take it back. You have the second. So at this point you can tie it as many as you want, just to secure your fishing line. And this is what I'm doing. So after I tie it this way, then instead of using the 2 now, I'm going to use 1. Tie with 1. So at this point, this is what I have. Then you cut out your excess fishing line. And that's all for this design. Like this.